Hey my loves! Today I want to talk about something that changed everything for me. And not just as a DJ, not just as a producer, but as a human. Because a few years ago, if someone told me music literally programs your energy, I would probably be like, yeah, that sounds cute, but what does that actually mean? And now I'm like, oh, it means everything. Because music is not just a background sound. It's not just vibes. It's not just something you put on while you're doing something else. Music is frequency, and frequency becomes you. Think about it for a second. You put on one song and you calm down. Another song, you feel powerful. Another one, you suddenly feel sad, nostalgic, anxious, emotional, and sometimes you hear something and you get chills, goosebumps, and you're like, why is my body reacting like this? That is your nervous system responding to sound. And once I really understood that, I couldn't make music the same way anymore. I started my music journey with bass music, trap, dubstep, deep, heavy, low frequencies. And for me, bass was never just hard or aggressive. Bass was therapy because there were so many things I couldn't express in words, like stress, anger, fear, pressure, life stuff. And bass, the vibration, did it for me. You don't just hear bass, you feel it in your body, in your chest, in your stomach, in your spine. Low frequencies ground you. They bring you back into your body. I feel bass music saved me at some point in my life. That's why it will always be my foundation. When I moved to the States and real life started, I needed to survive. So I started DJing everything. Like literally everything, 80s, 90s, top 40, house, hip-hop, disco, whatever clients wanted. And I'm grateful for that chapter. It taught me a lot, but slowly I lost myself. I became a very good DJ, but I stopped feeling like an artist with a soul. If you look at my Spotify, you'll see everything. Melodic techno, progressive house, psytrance, trap, dubstep, future bass, hard dance. From the outside, it looks like versatility, and from the inside, it felt like I was everywhere and nowhere. I felt disconnected from my own sound. And this year, something clicked. I felt this really strong pull to come back to bass. But not the old version, because I'm not the same person anymore. I've been going deep into healing, nervous system work, manifestation, numerology, psychology, energy work, spirituality, channeling, a lot of different things. And I realized I don't want my music and my real life to be separate. I don't want to DJ one thing and believe in something completely different. I wanted my music to actually reflect who I am now. Over the past year, I went deep into sound healing. I studied how sound affects the nervous system, the brain, the body, emotional states. And now I'm a certified sound healer. And no, that doesn't mean that I stopped being a DJ. It means I expanded. I work with crystal singing bowls, Tibetan bowls, healing frequencies, my voice, breath, vibration, shamanic instruments. I didn't replace bass music with healing tools. I fused them. So what is elevated bass music? It's a genre I'm creating where deep bass meets deep healing. My mixes are not random playlists. They're journeys. They have a beginning to ground you, a build to bring you into your body, a peak to activate your energy, and a soft landing so your nervous system doesn't crash. Inside my mixes, I combine bass music, dubstep, future bass, drum and bass, tribal bass, trap, crystal and Tibetan bowls, carefully chosen frequencies, vocals, mantras, organic ritual-like sounds, shamanic instruments, and you can dance to it, you can work to it, you can meditate to it. It's not either club or healing, it's both. How it actually works. If you're anxious, overthinking, stuck in your head, low frequencies and steady rhythm bring you back into your body. If you're emotionally numb or exhausted, heart-opening sounds and bowls can gently open you up. If your nervous system is fried, sound can give you a feeling of safety. If you need confidence, power, grounding, bass does that incredibly well. And I see this not just in theory. The feedback I get from people is what keeps me going. There are days when I'm tired, when I doubt myself, when I'm like, does this even make sense? Is anyone really feeling this the way I feel it? And then I read messages, a bunch of grateful messages and comments. Someone writes things like, your music saved my life. And I just sit there like, wow. Because when you're creating, you don't always see the impact in real time. You're just following something inside you. You're trusting a feeling. And then these messages come in, often from people you've never met, from different countries, different lives, and they're telling you that your sound helped them feel calmer, safer, more alive. And that's when I understand that this is not just music for me anymore. This is my mission. Because when someone tells you, your music helped me survive, or your sound gave me hope, you can't ignore that. It makes you want to show up again. It makes you want to go deeper. It makes you want to do this with even more integrity and intention. And that's why I keep refining my sound. That's why I keep studying. That's why I keep blending bass with healing, with frequencies, with meaning and intention. Not to be trendy or to be different, but because this is what feels true and my own. And every message like that reminds me I'm on the right path. So when I talk about elevated bass music, it's not just a concept or a genre, it's my way of contributing something real to this world. Now when I create a mix, I think like both a producer and a sound healer. I ask, how do I bring people in gently? Where do I ground them? Where can I raise energy? Where do they need softness? I designed the mix as a nervous system journey. Sometimes the balls are the lead, sometimes they're subtle, sometimes they hold space during heavy drops. Like nothing is random. And for the first time in a long time, I feel aligned. I don't have to separate my spirituality and my artistry anymore. My music is me, and that feels really powerful. So yeah, this is where I am right now, coming back to myself through sound, through vibration. And if this resonated with you, tell me in the comments what kind of music is healing you right now. If you want to feel what elevated bass music is, I will leave links to my mixes below. Watch them, listen to them, feel them, and let me know what you think and how it feels for you. I will see you soon. Bye bye!